Hey guys, this is Jen from ScanNCut Canvas and Scal Help on Facebook. Okay, here's my pretty much default hoop for my embroidery machine. Here's one that I use for like some of my smaller stuff. You can see how gross and disgusting that is. You get crap all over it from your peel and stick stuff. Well, as I'm standing out in my other little room, I was like, you know, I wonder if there's anything I can put around this so I can peel this or put stuff on and then just peel it off and it won't stick. Yes, this one. You see, it looks blue and shiny. Well, that's because I put painter's tape down around the frame first, and then I just put clear packing tape down. And I'm telling you what, it turned this gunky mess that I had literally all over this. I mean, it was like 1/4 of an inch thick. Now you see there is literally nothing on the back. There's nothing. It is a non-stick surface. I was amazed. So what I need to do now is I need to clean this one, because I haven't used this in like probably a year. I'm going to clean this one, and I'm just going to clean it with vinegar and water. You don't have to watch because it's boring. I'm going to clean this off, and then I'm going to show you how I put that tape on. For those of you that might be curious, what I did is I sprayed it with just a vinegar and water solution. Then I take my little razor blade scrapey thingy, and I just go over this, and I'm gonna just remove all of the gross stuff that's on here, because it doesn't need to be on here anymore. You can remove your sticky stuff however you choose. The important part is just getting it all off. If you have the sticky, if you've got this stuff that doesn't stick, good for you, but I'm not one to want to invest too heavily in it, because you know you stitch on it and then you rip it off and you throw it away. So the least I can spend on it, the better. So that means it might stick like glue. That's fine now, because figuring out that using the painter's tape, because we all know painter's tape does not stick. Okay, especially the blue stuff. It won't even stick to keep the paint from bleeding, so you know it's not going to stick to your metal. And I did try it. I pulled it off and it does not stick to this, so that's a good thing. So I'm going to go ahead and keep scraping this, getting it off, and getting it ready. Okay, so now everything is spotless. There's no adhesive left, but now it reeks of vinegar in here. That'll really get the gag factor going. Ugh. Also, if you have a problem with the way that scraping metal feels, you may want to have someone else do that. Or if you have a different way of getting it off, that's fine too. Just get your hoop totally clean. You don't want any adhesive left on there. And then it will remain clean forever. Okay, so now, first part, I'm not really sure you guys need a video on how to do this, but just in case, here is one. I put my tape down, so just put it down level. Okay, so I just made it level, and then I'm going to rip it. Okay, so now it's level with that bar. Okay, so now I'm going to wrap it around, and you want to keep a nice snug wrap. Okay, so now I'm going to wrap it there, wrap it right around there. Jaeger. Okay, wrap that corner in. Bring this up, wrap that corner in. Now remember, all this is going to get covered with the clear tape. Okay. Alright, and we're going to go and we're going to just do all the sides just like this. always like to start in the center and smooth outwards. That tends to keep it nice and even. Grab that same razor blade, because I don't know what happened with the move. I've moved like 3 times. Don't know what happened to my craft knife. I'll have to find that. Oops, I have to cut it here too. Okay, just fold those edges over and get it smooth. So now you see we have 2 sides done. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the other 2 and come back. Now with the top piece, I start it right below where these screws go. Okay, so that's where I start it. And the important thing is about this tape, the reason that I use this is because I do not want the stickiness of the packing tape to get all over the hoop. Okay, because that would be the same as just basically putting that sticky paper on it. So you'd be defeating the purpose. Okay, so there's the back. So you still have those screw holes open and you're good to go. But if you manage to slap it over there, don't worry, because I did that here. Okay, you're just gonna cut those open. Oops, sorry. You just cut those open, so it's no big deal. Okay, but just make sure that you run it along there. Although, I know when I pop this off, I'm just gonna have to clean that off right there. It's not a big deal. But let's get the clear stuff on here. Okay, clear stuff, same way. Does not have to be name brand. None of the stuff that I own is name brand. Alright, and of course I can't rip anything the right way. Everything is coming off in little tiny pieces, which means my kids must have had this, but that's no big deal. Okay, and you really want to focus on the back, okay, because that's what's going to accept your sticky stuff. Okay, alright. I really need to find my craft knife. Okay. So I just put it along and then cut it on the edges, and now I'm folding it up. Okay. Making sure I'm getting and capturing all of my actual embroidery area. I'm not leaving any tape hang to the inside of that. And this stuff is so adhesive that I'm not worried about it coming off. And just please be careful if using razor blade stuff like that. You don't want to cut yourself. Okay, so I'm going to continue on and wrap all around here till I'm done, and I'll come back. So here we go, it's fully done. Now I'm going to test it out. I'm going to put some words on a onesie or whatever you, wait, that's right, that's a trademarked phrase. So on a, whatever you call those, little kids shirt. Alright, so I got the paper on it. I've traced in kind of how big, how big this frame is, because I'm famous for liking to bounce needles off the edge. So now I'm going to actually fit the shirt to it, scale down my image, and get started. Okay, so here it is, completely done. Still stuck on its little piece of paper here. Now, I'm just going to rip the entire thing off so I can show you. Okay. So when you flip it over, it literally just peels off without a care. And there is absolutely no adhesive whatsoever left on here. You can see there's not any little bit of adhesive left. So now you can use your frames and you don't have to worry about this adhesive paper getting stuck. And this paper that I got is really cheap. I think it was like $8 for this huge gigantic roll because it sticks like glue to your metal frames. The big 7x12, the big one that I showed you earlier, that literally had probably a 1/4 inch of gunk stuck to it because I was just doing design after design after design. And of course, you know, you place this, you can just put a piece over it and you don't have to keep replacing the whole thing. But I was doing large sweatshirts and t-shirts for the school, so I didn't have time to keep cleaning it. Well, then I was like, you know what? I have to clean this. Oh, what a pain it is to clean. So I thought, what can I do? So I did this and it works. So if you want to, that's something you can do. And if not, that's fine too. All right, guys. If you have any questions, I do have a group where I use the ScanNCut, but if you have any questions, that is the only place to find me to ask, is over at ScanNCut, Canvas, and Scale Help on Facebook. Thanks a lot. In closing, I need to make sure that you understand that you do not ever need to take this off. So like right now, I'm continuing to stitch on the same little one that I just made. This stays on here, so this blue tape and the cellophane tape stay on here. You don't ever remove it. Just as you seen me do when I pulled the white piece off, that's all you do. Stick it on, pull it off, do another one, pull it off, do another one, pull it off. That blue tape and the cellophane tape will always remain on here. That is what makes it a non-stick surface, so that you can do multiple hundreds, thousands of designs, and then you don't have to worry about it sticking. It just easily releases off of this. You see my two lazy dogs? They're actually not fighting. But once you put it on here, then you no longer have to worry about it. I wanted to make sure I made that clear because I don't want people to think you have to do that every time. You don't. All right, guys? Okay, now the video is over.